Here we are again. You think I would have learned my lesson by now? Let me see. This is a cookie pan. This is a cookie pan. You see that? Cookie pan. Does that? That's not gonna work. Okay, I'm just gonna put that down. Maybe if I turn slightly this way. Look very menacing. No, let me see. See if I can. Oh, that's. Wait. This. Wait. Wait. That ought to work. Okay. It's a little bit of glare, but still, I show my dog some affection. She just can't go too long without petting her. She feels lonely. I guess she's a reflection of me. Okay, I'm sorry. Not fully invested in this particular upload. Petting my dog. Okay, so today, uploading. This is going to be a review of season 2, episode 12 and 13 of Futurama. Episode 12 is titled Raging Bender. Episode 13 is titled A Biclops Built for Two. Or is it Cyclops? Is it Biclops or Cyclops? I'll have to look it up. It'll be in the description, though. The correct name will be in the description. So let's start off with episode 12, Raging Bender. Now, I think I've said this plenty of times before. I've seen these episodes. I've seen these episodes quite a few times. Some of them have more play on TV than others. I've seen this one several times on TV, but not as much as episodes in the past, and not even as much as the episode after this. Or maybe it's just the episode that I remember the most. I don't know. But the title is really good because it's based off one of Robert De Niro's classic works, Raging Bull. Well, the name is anyway, and kind of like the idea of it is as well, like boxing or fighting, but they take a mixture of wrestling and boxing and put it in there together. It's one thing I've come to realize. Not so much recently, but I guess you could say recently. Wrestling is staged. I grew up watching wrestling like I think most Americans did. It's purely entertainment, which I can. Hey, I'm all for that. If I'm entertaining myself, then I'm happy, and plus the fact they had several wrestling shows that didn't come on cable, so I was able to watch them, and it's just this thing where it's fake. It's fake. You get that idea. It's fake. It's fake. It's not real. It's not real. I'm going off on a real life tangent, I guess. But this episode follows Bender, of course. Fry comes in and out. Leela's in there. Oh yeah, the sub story is Leela has an arch nemesis / old sensei or something like that in her form of karate that she learned, and she gets a chance to take revenge on him. Bender, of course, he accidentally, by coincidence, he accidentally beats up like a famous world champion. Then he gets signed to a contract, and then he gets out there and acts a fool. Basically, there's several jokes that ensue. I'm gonna have to apologize about this upload. I've seen this episode quite a few times. I'm not gonna rank it low though. It's actually quite an entertaining episode. The sub story I mentioned just a few moments ago about Leela is actually quite good. The jokes are quite good in this episode as well. Um, I'm trying to see because the writers they always shoot to raise some type of like social question, I guess something that's going on. They always try to raise some type of question or something thought provoking, for lack of better term, and it's when I think they still follow that recipe. Um, they're talking about holding grudges, I guess, and of course, uh, not. I guess if you go against the program that's been set for you by whoever you're involved with, and you decide to do something brand new. I think that's a phrase that's being used now. The kids are saying that now. If you decide to do something like that, you're gonna have to accept the consequences because anything can still happen. And I think Bender learns that lesson because at the end of the fight, he winds up getting crushed, which I think is it's pretty funny, and it's oh yeah, and also brings up the fact that uh, these professional fighters or these fighters don't really make that much money because when it's all said and done, he had the illusion of having money. He had a fur coat with a money sign on it and diamonds. It was bedazzled basically. While using that word, right? But at the end of it, he got like a $10 gift card or something like that. It's like what, all that work. But yeah, I'm not gonna rate this low. It's actually still a pretty entertaining episode. Um, I'm going to go into the next episode. I like this one more. I like these episodes that they choose to shine a light on. I guess more emotional based episodes. This next one is it follows Leela. She is it's a cereal box back there. Yeah, she I eat raisin bread. But yeah, she this one follows Leela on her quest to. I don't want to get too deep into this because it'll veer right over into like reality. There's a couple of things that are constants or fixed as far as life is concerned, in my opinion. Um, People change who they are depending on where they are. That's I feel like that's a fact. Um, People also want to belong. A person also wants to belong. They also want to feel like they're a part of some group or team, whatever the case may be. Um, I'm pretty sure there's people out there, even people that watching this that may disagree with me on that, but I feel like those are genetically uh, wired into each human being. Those are two things, at least, that I've come to believe are true as of this particular moment in my life. Um, so this just follows Leela on I guess, a she's taking a little detour, or I wouldn't say detour. This is just a path that she's chosen to take in this particular episode. So it starts off with something similar to the Chappelle show, really, when they go when what the internet was real life or something like that. That was the Chappelle sketch, but this one is like, of course, set in the future and it's animated. So they wind up going on like an internet search and they're fighting off ads, which is funny. And then of course all the male characters are attracted towards the um, adult sites, and the ladies are too. Don't get me wrong, the ladies are too, but in more of a classier way, which I think is part of the joke. Um, but back to Leela's quest, she finds somebody who's just like her, and they've made a point. They made it a point to. Uh, they made it a point that Leela is the only one of her kind. Like I said, I've watched this series several times through all the episodes, so we know that's just not true. Well, I know that's just not true. But in this episode, they're leading you down that path to get her hopes up and get your hopes up too, I believe. So she finds somebody who's just like her. They wind up getting together. Oh, and an interesting thing happens. Now, the person who voices Leela on this episode was also the wife of Al Bundy on a sitcom, Married with Children. She and like her, I guess her latest work would have to be Sons of Anarchy. She was um, the the head guy's mother, same woman. So she of course Sons of Anarchy hadn't been invented yet at this particular time. So she gets to uh, play her old role of the mother on Married with Children in this animated show. I think it's a great little, I guess a great little throwback, if you will, to her earlier work. It's great to see because there's another show I also watched. Um, so while she's doing that and playing house, Fry the whole time is trying to convince her otherwise, and then Fry finally figures out a way to not convince her, but to bring the truth out. This guy is a shapeshifter, and he has like five other wives that are just like Leela, only ones that are kind and things of that nature. But he um, shapes into beings that look just like them. But it was weird because he didn't really have a legitimate reason for doing that. He said he just wanted a person to clean up each one of his castles, which is like that doesn't make. I don't know. It was just odd to me. Maybe I'm missing the point of this episode. But I did like this episode. It's pretty good. I'm gonna rate it close to the top. It wasn't a bad episode. If these two reviews seemed a little rushed, just because they are, um, maybe I should have waited. But that's pretty much the gist of each of these episodes. But neither one of them are bad. One is better than the other one though. The latter. So tomorrow, I'm gonna have two movie reviews and then another spotlight. So till then. Oh yeah, and this upload couldn't really see half my face, but sorry.